Okay. There's an event going on, but a week to go, so I'll wait a couple more days before starting it. Let's continue with the main quest here. It was over there. Can you teleport there? Okay. Let me open my map while the area loads. Mm. Oh! Hang on, let me just also the quest. That's the thing. Okay, this one. Okay, so you were not here before. I can breathe easy here. Okay, so you probably won't die or anything during the main quest here. Why do they call you Master of Self-Termination? It's all because of a math problem I posed. The problem goes like this: a group of soldiers refuse to surrender, viewing it as a matter of honor, so they decide to come up with a set of rules to determine who among them would end the humiliation and for whom. So what matters of rules would ensure that one would be the last man standing? It's probably due to this purely mathematical problem. Well, can you elaborate? Tell me about your error. My error was the one that came after Historius. I never heard of the dragon that tore open the sky in my time. That sounds like a huge deal that should go down into history. We were not as wise as those from his era because the angels no longer bestow true secrets upon us. Mm. After I found out that all our philosophy, creations, and struggles were all for naught, the only consolation I had was the story's era wasn't particularly rich or opulent by any measure. Our two eras were comparable in terms of quality of life, in fact. A philosopher in despair turned competitive hedonist. What a heartbreaking tale. In this sense, Historia has shown tremendous strength. The pursuit of knowledge and record keeping are such meaningless behaviors. Yet he still exerts his mind to such ends. As for as for this big thing in front of us, oh, this thing here is called a memory core. How do I explain this? Simply put, it is a place where information about unknown civilizations is stored. Civilizations that fall out of human memory also lose their meaning, and things that lose their meaning will also lose their original form. Eventually, all that is left are embers known as memory factors, left to await a new cycle that shall never come. If only we have more these embers, then we might be able to reproduce a thing or two. Unfortunately, it looks like there isn't enough of them inside the memory core at the moment. Yeah, but I need to increase my exploration percentage, right? Oh dear shame, I don't think we have enough embers at our central hub. If we could gather enough of them, perhaps we could then construct various objects. Okay, so it will unlock a store as well. Investigate all the areas. Well, let's go in order. Which is which? Ah, this is the closest. It doesn't really tell me which area is which. It's the same description. Horizonte. Okay. This is the last one, actually. What's going on here? Alright, let's go through the staircase.
Ooh. Stabilize!
Surge!
Burn! Thunder! Thunder! Maria sweeping it! Burn!
Let me get the map here.
Thunder! Order guide you. Solidify.
Flame! Remains confirmed!
A turning point in turn. Up the ante. Any booze in there? Pour me a cup. On me.
Yep. Do I go through here? Yeah, I'm not sure. How do I get there? Maybe to the main building is here. Can be opened from the side. Cool. Remain the main keeper, transport part-time. Hydro cubes. Ah, nice. So I'm not sure what to do with those. Oh, we need to bring two there. Oh, then there's treasure there.
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
You wanna help me get there? The Rash Guardian, I was gone for barely a moment and it's already folded this entire place up. Just as the glorious holy sovereign Tisakun, His Majesty Kalont warned. Beings that transcend humanity must be consumed by the blazing sun's fire. Musica Instrumentalis. Causerius said that if Dominus Boetius saw what Dominus Cassiodor's successors had done to musical instruments, he'd probably so incensed to tear down his palace. The India replied that Boetius wouldn't even have to. When she was still above ground, Cassiodor's palace in Petrochori had already been razed by the king Aramorica. So I said that in that case, Boetius and the king of Aramorica must have been good friends, but my words were met only with silence. Thank you, Steam Frame. Just that, I just opened something for you. Amoxihuatl. Glory to the blazing sun, may the fiery winds and rains of flame from every direction scour your enemies from the earth, noble friend. Who are you? I am Amoxihuatl, born in the first year of the 7 reeds. Shikome Akato. After the blazing sun's return to flame, once I served as a recording officer in the court of the glorious Holy Sovereign, Tisakon, His Majesty Kalont. At the time, I was pursuing a traitor, one who had abandoned the Alliance's oath and forgotten the teachings of the Blazing Sun, yet in the end it was I who became trapped here. My ancestors once shared a cup with the true God, and I, no more than a shadow cast by the blazing sun upon his humble earth, offer you my greeting. Tell me about your alliance. The blazing sun blessed our great alliance and set us upon our purpose to scour the world with flame, to burn away every impurity, every wicked thing that dares to stand between humankind and its rightful destiny. Yes, I know that the traitors of later ages claim they shattered the alliance, raised mortals up as new sons, and branded the guardian of the sacred flame, Yahal Kak, as a tyrant. Let them speak. The blazing sun has never died. One day the true God will return, fire will sweep across this corrupted age, and the earth itself will be made pure again. And when that day comes, those trapped here will not perish, they will be reborn into the hope that awaits them. Okay, even me here, she's blindly following her religion. What are you studying? Creations of the northern tribes, ingenious things. These metal instruments can perform music entirely on their own, no maintenance required, on the ingenuity of their makers. Still, I cannot help thinking that such devices deserve a higher purpose. Imagine them spreading the wisdom of the Alliance, or the enlightened teachings of a glorious sovereign, Sisakun, rather than serving as mere instruments of music. Sadly, Mr. Historia would not permit me to modify the originals, so I have begun trying to recreate them from the ground up. I am no craftsman. Lady Ixkie, who sacrificed herself for the Alliance, possesses far greater skill than I do. My progress has been slow, even so I believe that determination can carry a person through anything.
Huh? Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
Okay, so... to here. Okay.
Thunder! Thunder! Charge!
A new moon rises.
Stay back! Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
If a person, I'm going to all of you. Or something, let's take a look. Pick a person.
Stabilize!
Surge.
Thunder! Up the ante! Maria sweeping in!
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
A moonlit night for all. Flame.
Hello, Romhilda and our new friends. Oh, Dax is here too. I'm Zetling, her sister. Oh, I see, you two look so alike. My name is Okikuni. As later generations will account it, I should be from the era when yokai roamed the lands, before Narukami unified the Thundering Archipelago. I'm Calcarius. I'm from the Remurian era. Wait, but aren't you... We're talking about yokai. You're talking about eras, but what place are you from? I am Yu Huangyi. I come from the era when Shanhui Fort stood at the foot of Mount Tianheng, and the Guili assembly had not yet been founded. Okay, with the name, I think you are from Liyue. Just a heads up, beside the newcomers from the borderlands, our Lemurians are made of rock. Don't freak out when you see them. For last time, it's a codification. I will show you made of rock, you. Whoa, we got one person seriously switching between 3 different personas here. That's because we're always stuck inside these pages. Okay. Quite you, if you hadn't gone and rewritten Erinys, would we even be in this mess? Now I see. This is clearly on Okikuni. This place is called the Mahavaipulia Chamber. You can call it the Mahavaipulia Hall or the Mahavaipulia Archives, whichever you prefer. As you can see, we have been condemned to exile pressed between these pages. Hey, can you get Dex to restore me first? We can talk after. Restoration course. Wow, the paper people have become solid people. Ah, the one made of stone. I can only say, this feels so good. When was the last time I had a good stretch? How long did you guys get turned into paper in first place? Okay, Connie got so fired up reading the Liyue novels written by later generations that he wanted to dive in and enjoy the adventure. He wanted to see if he had the strength of an entry-level centurion, so he got turned into a paper person. Cut it out, be serious. We've been swapping fun stories ever since we were selected to come here. Guess our earthly instincts never really left us. So because we fell back into the habit of writing novels, so the relentless storming of tampering with the apathic interval sought to erode our will and desire. It somehow aligned with the ancient art of severing the three deadly selves. Uh, but even if the tiny creative spark fades, a single good idea will suffice to bring it back to life. Indeed, the apathic interval has stripped away my faith in Phobos, but I still get the urge to write every once in a while. And then, of course, we got punished by the guards. It's not hard to see why. Anyone who lay eyes on the Okikoni road can't help but exclaim, what's this weird stuff you're writing? But you know what? It's got a good kick. It's got a kick to it. Mind you, it helps that the original work by those who came after in Illuga was excellent to begin with. Don't rub it in. They'll start thinking that you're being serious. Melanta classified our work as a pollutant. He claimed that it blurred the line between fact and fiction, sullying what should be a pure and proper cultural landscape. Admittedly, our stories were shelved right alongside actual historical works and academic papers. His principles are one thing, the stuff you write is another. By the way, Zeitlin, which of the 5 Yaksha generals do you like the most? Your sister read these stories with you when you were younger, right? She said Vritras was her favorite. We had already been pressed into a paper slip by the time she arrived, but she thought nothing of it and shadowed us for a bit. They knew Dex, so why couldn't they get freed from there sooner? Unlike Alatus, he seems really strong and resilient. Neither my sister nor I could ever be as tough as he is. Just a sad note, how do we restore this place and rescue the others? Huh? What, that's hardly a side note, it's serious business. You could have full time there with how much you're talking. The thing that Dex just touched is the key. Whenever space is manipulated, it leaves a residual trail of its own reversal. As for what it's called, we haven't given a name yet. We'll have to come up with one, though, or it's going to be a pain to talk about. I think we should call it the Archaeology Stone. We are digging through deep mysteries to unlock them, so archaeology, but with a key. No, I'm all for Hope-key Dope-key. It's more fitting. At the end of the day, a hope is what remains within. This is such a hassle. The two of us are doing all the heavy lifting. It's dead. The three of us are doing all the heavy lifting, so we should get the name to name it. We'll call it the Restoration Corps. No objections allowed. Don't really mind. This place is completely liberated. We probably won't ever have to see it again. Aren't you guys living here for eternity? You guys will probably come here eventually again. I said that it'd be best if nothing like it never exists again. Fair enough. Well, you'll have our thanks for taking care of this. Since the three of us combined barely have the strength of an entry-level rookie soldier, we'll see this one out. You've clearly overestimated yourself as a Remurian, just as you've overestimated the average strength of an average Remurian soldier. The library entrance is right over there. With Dex's power, you should be able to find the hidden door in no time. You can return to the main hall in the center now. You'll be safe there. That's where Story and Josephus are waiting. Was Historia there? I didn't see him. You guys get yourselves out of harm's way as planned. I will act as your guide for this leg of the journey. Be careful, you haven't finished your novel yet. We'll let everyone know you're safe, then we'll come straight back. Please don't get turned into paper again. What happens to them if they fall from one of the floating islands?
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Oh, very perfect. Change the quest? There's supposed to be a few points up there once we clear that part. There's reservation core right there.
Yeah. Solidify.
Up the ante! Up the ante! The story has only just...
Three moons converge.
This is order. Gather.
Let's take it with us for now.
On me.
We could get Dex as a companion here instead of that. Can't. No.
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
Those are no entrance, seems like Dex, blah blah blah. Okay. Huh? It gets wrong. Maybe there'll be places where we have more than one path by coding differently. Yeah. beautiful place. I don't think she knows what's going on. She has to say basically the same principle. A silly. We haven't had a silly in a while.
If you want it, it's
I
yours.
haven't had a silly in quite a while. Oh, first. Oh, that was cool.
Stabilize!
Surge.
Up the ante! Maria sweeping in! The story has only just begun!
A new moon rises.
I will have order!
Ah, those guys don't get rock solid.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
Huh? Complete arc. Switching. Next can manipulate. Number of pages. Ah. Okay, I like that one. Like it here, should get extra to the pages. I have the things. Is the other half hidden there too? Man, how does this work with the map?
On me!
Finding ourselves in the car. We don't have to put together. None of them are complete. Ah, folding. Ah, I don't have to fold it all. Ah, I was just dragging the thing. I didn't notice I could just fold part of it. Cool. We need a source. Doesn't look like power source anywhere. Inside the book as well. I didn't really notice that thing back there. Oh!
Solidified!
Up the ante! Charge!
Three moons converge. Whoa.
The turning point in space!
Order guide you! Gather!
Burn! Up the ante! Thunder! Maria sweeping in!
A moonlit night for all. Surge.
Okay! You
Solidify!
burn!
It's a trap. Dahlia, are you okay? That was a nasty fall. Enos had my back. I was a little scared, but I'm fine. I'm sorry, I keep dragging you down. No, you don't. I know I'm that weight. No one so much as gave a hoot about little me. What do you mean? Didn't Paimon grab onto you and Ignis just now? You weren't pulling us upward, you were using me as a buffer. Uncle Huangi, Paimon can fly. She wouldn't even have fallen if she wasn't trying to help you, Ignis. Oh yeah, alright. It's all my fault for being so heavy, I guess. Silent smiled. That makes... we make a great team, Uncle Huangi. Don't wind yourself up too tight, Xylene. Where'd that come from?
Huh? If you want it, it's yours.
I'm not even sure where I am in the map anymore. Where is the chest I just got? That is finally. Let's see. Oh, okay, back. Originally from Pavilion, or it is in Morx. I see. What? What are they talking about? The floor here changed. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, this wasn't here. Just wanted to see if there was. other stuff. Oh. These are the letters we wrote to each other, my sister and I. They must be really personal. Let's not look through them, Ignis. It's no big deal really, just family stuff. She was born at the sanatorium and wrote them to pass the time. She wrote about how the air was fresh, how there were old people everywhere, how comfortable it was in the mountains, but also how dull it was. She said that she often went to the sanatorium graveyard to read the epitaphs. She wanted to learn the stories of those who never returned home, those who found their final rest upon the mountain instead. She wrote that the sanatorium itself was about to be demolished, that she had to emerge from the shadow of the past. And then one day she wrote to me and said she was going somewhere far away and that I shouldn't worry. But so they weren't just kidnapped, they were given some time and all to say goodbyes. We were given the option here, but that angel back there seemed to be acting kind of on its own, not that their goddess isn't here. No way, your sister was really upbeat and talkative when she came here. Then I came to the temple beneath Windrest Peak and saw her gravestone, perched on a lonely mountain in a strange and distant land. Oh no, Paimon made you talk about the sad stuff again, and she doesn't know how to comfort you either. Sorry? You don't have to comfort me. The latter half of life is nothing but a series of farewells. It's like riding in the sand, here one moment, scattered by the next. Apologies, I really didn't know. I never could have guessed that something like this would happen. When she arrived, the selection process for elevation was already a mess. Everyone was in low spirits. Time, which was already at a standstill, lost all meaning then. It turned into true nothingness. Her arrival brought a spark of life we hadn't seen in a long time. She was truly a good person. What happened to her? That's right. I'm really sorry to say this, but if I didn't ask for your name just now... I didn't ask for your names just now, because I came with the intention of saying goodbye. I didn't plan on meeting anyone new, because I didn't want to say even more goodbyes. We don't really mind, what matters is that we know each other now, right? Farewells are the seeds of reunions. On adventures with lively people, it's not so bad. Never imagined I had a chance like this after growing up. That's exactly how your sister made us feel too. And now that we found what Xylene lost, we just have to fix the restoration core, right? Yeah, you coming past chest. What a mess. What chest is this? Man, this is such a mess here.
If you want it, it's yours.
Oh. Are your artifacts next? Anything I could swap? Or anybody? Let's just transform some of the other ones. No, hang on, how do I salvage? Okay, that works. Oh, Purest Melancholy, final volume. That's... Wait, I had the others? Where did I get the rest? Ah no, I didn't really get the rest. There's some dark marks unlocked. Okay. I just never read those.
Gather!
Why this music? Just some hill. Maybe that's just the common music from this area, and I didn't notice.
This loot's all
It
yours.
was that eerie. Oh. Oh, cool. Where's the last restoration core? I believe it's hidden in this book. This book's called The Tale of the Lock Knight Irene. Causerius translation of Irene's. It's more of a rewrite than a translation though. Historians spoke very highly of it after his read. He said it captured the precise moment when realism collapsed into nominalism. I'm not sure what nominalism is. No one has no idea what that means. I'd love to read it. Okay, anyway, do you have any idea how can we retrieve the restoration core? As I said before, we can use the power of this library to manifest scenes. The restoration core should be hidden in the book. You need to enter the book and go on an adventure, Ignis. It's time for you to experience what it's like to be a purple person, eh? But I'm a hero in 3 dimensions with this some wall projection stuff and all. If anything happens, Paimon and Dax will come to save you. I need the greatest guide in Tibet. You're unbelievable. Fine, Paimon will go with you. Uncle Huangi, this is super important, so don't mess up, okay? Actually, the restoration success might rest entirely with Miss Zylind. What? Melinda has revealed and tampered with this text. It's filled with a great deal of unwarranted malice. And I'm too familiar with both Irene and the original Erinys. My heart lacks the power to alter the scenes in time. Put another way, my perception of this story is irrevocably locked on its tragedy, but it must be rewritten to have a happy ending. So what do? We need Zyklin to neutralize every crisis that emerges in the text, then steer the plot towards a happy ending. Are you going to put their safety in my hands? And you even want me to imagine good things happening out of the blue? I can't do it. I can't do anything, right? We believe in you. We aren't just living, we're adventuring. Fortune favors the bold. You know, heaven helps those who help themselves. Alright, I'll try. Ooh. Enter the book. I thought I would flip the pages here. Press, spin the point. Ah. Arcade I received I couldn't read it all. You know, maps rather they pray. That's too much text. I can't where I am. What happens? So I need to grab that. Hang on, did I need to grab that thing? Hang on, did I need to grab that thing? Oh, I'll continue where I was. Okay, I came back here. Oh, I can't. Block that. Could have tried to do some weird folds back there. Or far ahead, silent. That was a unique experience. How are you feeling? It's nice to be three-dimensional. Being paper isn't terrible. Thanks, Eileen. Don't you thank me, the stakes were much higher for you. Circles of place, chamber. There were other people trapped in books. Amazing, Melanta's control over this area will finally be broken. One more thing, Eileen. What's the matter? I misspoke a moment ago. I like to correct myself. Living is a great adventure and life is a long journey. I've held on for this long. Where are the good things I was supposed to find? You met Ignis, Paimon, and me, and then you came here. It might be a complete mess at the moment, but to be chosen to come here and attain eternity is a 1 in a million chance. You said you wanted to stay here a while ago, right? What do you think? Would you like to stay? This is a good place. Everyone lives in harmony. You are all wise and pure of heart. But we can talk about that later. Let's head back first. I wonder how Okikuni and Calcerius are doing. You did it. You guys are amazing. In terms of strength, you are, at the very least, an entry-level Legion commander. You say that, but even amongst entry-level Legion commanders, you've got Golem constructs, arbiters, aspirant arbiters, and arbiter Golem hybrids. You can put them on the same tier. You keep your mouth shut, and the last Restoration Core has been hidden in your stupid novel this whole time. All I can think about right now is landing a fist right in your face. I am horrified. Your hand is the only thing that will hurt. That's exactly why I haven't used my Guhua arts to hit you yet. Now, we break golems from time to time. Speaking of which, what kind of stuff do you two write about? Just wondering, Paimon got curious all of a sudden. I haven't finished my novel yet. It covers an era of the Archon War when the adaptable arts were scattered across the mortal realm, leading to the development and evolution of 3 distinct traditions. Conflict erupted between the Fanku sect of the mountains and the Yuanjiao sect of the seas. Ultimately, the 3 adepti of Joyon Karst, the masters of its 3 summits, descended to mediate this divine of earth and tide. Wait, did this actually happen in real life? Probably not. Then again, the stories that never happened are the ones worth writing. And as for Okikuni, he took the entire cast of Lewis Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti, and gender flipped to everyone, then retitled it the Chronicle of the Alluring Yakshas, ravishing enough to topple a kingdom. How can anyone stand this? That's not a title, that's a synopsis. Oh, come on, it's just a little something I wrote after reading a light novel. Does swapping the genders really take away from how epic and tragic the story is? To be fair, after changing the lineup to 2 boys and 3 girls, the initiate bond between the girls makes the sheer scale of the tragic ending feel even more devastating. Liu wasn't a thing in my day, of course, but as a Liu local, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. No, please, never write again. The book's really weird, but it's a fantastic read. It's even piqued my interest in the original Yakshas.
Any booze in there?
Flying. Someone's
Pour me a
trapped
cup.
on it. Oh, there's a guy here, right? Oh. Oh, who are you? Oh, okay. This thing's fun. Looks like the books are in the way over here. Are you looking for a book? Shane. Not really, we're just wondering a teensy weensy bit about what's inside there. Seems we could get in there from the side. Yeah, you can go in there. I moved the books and I moved the books. If that is not so, then it is yet to be complete. I don't get it. And what do you mean by move the books? If the books aren't here, then they must have been moved. All I do is cast my eye on them. Then let me give it a try with Dex. Go straight to it. I didn't quite get it, what you said.
On me.
From the side. Why can't I grab it? Dreams, illusions, bubbles, and shadows. Why labor to grasp them? Even if you study the principles for 1,000 years? If you keep your mind completely still and unborn, you simply won't understand. So, are you looking for a book? You're talking riddles and leaving. Goodbye. Looking for a book? Have I ever been here before? Yes, I have. For a little while. Didn't understand. Understand what? How could I understand that? When you need to sleep, sleep. When you need to understand, understand. You should head back now. When the world ends, just go with it. What? Huh.
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
Okay, so what? Then you understand. How can I understand? Okay. Let's see. There were people trapped. I think that's for the people trapped. Where's the page the people were trapped? Ah. No. Stop. You stop at the top of the bookshelf on one side. Quetzal. It's safe here. What is it, my golden friend? Nothing, just a little curious, that's all. Just wondering if you're stuck up there. Thank you, but no, I'm not stuck. It's safe when I'm high up. Here, I won't get killed. Here, it's high up, and you can see far and wide. It's a good place to hide. You don't have... Oh yeah, no, those guys also didn't have the ancient clothes. In our Kaupo, Kaupo tribe, being on the ground is considered dangerous. Even if the great rulers, sovereign lords above us don't decide to wipe us out on a whim, the other Kaupuli tribes will still come to plunder us. Uh, Perching on the cliffs and in the trees like the Quetzals allow us to flee calamity before it strikes. Besides, Vindia says that she wishes to see me fly. She wants to sing right of riding a giant bird in a story of adventure. Are you sure she's in putting you on? No, Vidya is a good person, maybe even as good as the Lord of the Crossroads. They're both such kind people. But it's amazing just how you two flew all the way up here. This for you, consider it proof of our friendship. Now I must think about how we can fly even higher to stay out of danger's reach. Neither the great rulers, sovereign lords, nor the conquerors who revel in the flame are here. It is true, but I'm already used to having a means of escape wherever I am.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
Staying in high places allows me to sense the scent of danger sooner. Sorry, it's a bad habit from the past. What are you doing? I'm braiding ropes. When I walked on the ground, ropes were our songs. The children whose births I did not witness told me that great houses, tribal of the north, taught them how to weave woven scrolls. But those fabrics were too bulky for their great houses. If their great houses were attacked by others, or burned by the great ruler above our heads, those fabrics couldn't be hidden away as quickly as a rope. Things can walk forever, live. Unlike the brutal men who abducted me, I must sing, I must carve these stories down. Pinja says this is a good thing. The one who abducted you. Qualhetsley, a savage man who claimed to be the successor of Chak. He slaughtered everyone in my great house, yet he let me live to serve as his concubine. He believed that as long as he mastered the phlogiston, he could end the era of the great ruler above our heads. But in the eyes of the great rulers, he was nothing more than an infant wielding a rusted knife. The great lord, murmuring spring, Ix Ratik Obala Kalahum, did not even deign to appear in person. She merely granted me the power of vengeance, so that I might repay blood with blood. And so I did. Painting that man beneath the water, it took far less effort than I had initially thought. That got dark. High places. Here it's high up and you can see far and wide. It's a good place to hide. In our couple, being on the ground was considered dangerous if the green button decided weapons on a whim. Okay. Persian high cliffs. Beast Lord's Conqueror. Okay. Yeah, same. Okay, there may be a lot of stuff here. Okay, let's not check everything, but those memory cores are good to get. You got it. Huh. Yeah, of course, showed up there. They're still talking the same stuff.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
Ah, Vindia. She was talking about you. Watch your step, dear. This place is teeming with books. It'd be quite a headache if you accidentally tumble into one of the stranger books. Who are you? My name is Vindogeneta de Uxelobrogi. Hard to pronounce, isn't it? It's so long that even I can be bothered to say it. You can just go by what the Romurians do and call me Vindia. Mr. Castiglione mentioned that the descendants of the High Sea would call me Madam Snow-Winged Goose. But there's no need for you to use that. It makes me sound like some strange old crone. I was once the queen of Uxelobrogi. As for now, I'm just an ordinary fairy tale writer. Queen? Honestly, there wasn't much of a difference. When I was a queen, my only job was to smile and nod. Having nothing better to do, I spent my time penning fairy tales in secret. Whether it was surrendering to the Romurians or to the High King of Morica, Eric Arrogant. Is that it? Those were decisions made by the Regency elders. So you see, even when that deity brought me to this place, no one actually cared. Besides, this way I won't be forced to go to Morica to pay my respects, put on a fake smile and listen to those barbarians who don't even bathe. Sorry, I meant my venerable compatriots. Anyway, I'm spared from listening to them and that woman bickering endlessly over how many people they should kill. Honestly, she deserves to stay single for the rest of her life. A wonderful ending, wouldn't you say? What's the book over there? What? Over there? The book? As you can see, it's just a storybook that's been knocked over. A never-ending tea party, a clock that runs backwards, talking penguins, and a princess of flowers. In short, nothing but useless fairy tale fantasies. After all, fairy tales are written for children who refuse to go to sleep, and the children here, my dear friend, have been awake for far too long.
Huh?
Oh. Mr. Grey Cat, we can talk to you. Meow. Envoy of Meowranopolis. It's already time for the tea party, Meow. I wonder if they're lost, Meow. Oh, it's you, Mr. Golden Traveler. You must have You must be the chosen hero, Meow. Would you help me look for my friends? And who might your friends be? Oh, it's really easy to be a hero these days, huh? Who might your friends be? Oh, and the two ladies who weren't here yet. One is a kitty who can talk just like me, but unlike me, she's an orange tabby, Meow. My other friend is a very polite lady poodle, a kinda intro, but most gentle one nevertheless, Meow. Even though one of them is a cat and the other a dog, whenever we sit down for tea together, we always have a wonderful time, Meow. Please, for the peace of Meowronopolis, lay me a paw, Meow. Oh. I thought I just had to find them somewhere and call them. This is where we agreed to meet, but my friends still haven't arrived, Meow. Our chosen hero, would you mind helping me look around for them? This is where we agreed to meet, okay. You just teleported me?
On me.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
This tabby. Now your swordsmanship leaves quite an impression. My thanks to you, Steam Knight from lands afar. Those arrogant brutes won't be troubling my people's homes ever again. Now then, what brings you to my court? Your Majesty, allow me to report a matter to you. Since this is a fairy tale, this must also be part of the fairy tale world then. On behalf of Mr. Great Cat, I extend the invitation to the party. I understand. And you have my thanks, Team Knight from lands afar. I shall heed your wise counsel and set forth at once. This is where we to meet.
On me.
There's no dog here, right?
Huh?
Ah, there she is.
On me. Yeah. Huh?
Huh? The chest. Oh. I had to come here.
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
Damn, this will bother me. That chest wasn't there before, and now there's only one angel here, maybe. We get something by destroying it.
A new moon rises.
Devouring claw! The abyss is burnt! I will have order!
Solidify!
No, nothing else here. Oof. What is it, Mr. Golden Traveler? Is there something I can help you with? On behalf of Mr. Great Deku, extend the invitation to his party list, Miss Lady Poodle. Oh, is it time already? Thank you, Wolf. If I weren't so busy, I have gone to invite Miss Tabby myself. But if I'd done that, perhaps Mr. Great Deku might have... Cat or dog, we are all capable of getting along in peace. Yes, we can. Anyway, I should head to the tea party now. Thank you for the reminder.
Here.
There's space for me. Meow, everyone is finally here. Meow, thanks to you, Mr. Golden Traveler, our happy tea party can finally begin. Meow. One long face, Miss Tabby. Have something sweet, and you'll find your spirits lifting in no time.
If you want it, it's yours.
That was weird. Is this not marked? Okay. No. Okay. Marked.
Here.
Parmenites. Your footsteps carry stick sound. You've just come from the outside, haven't you? Outside, you mean outside temple space? Sorry, I think I've taken a wrong turn. Or rather, the illusory world of the senses. Everything there is far too unstable. The sky changes color, nations rise and fall, even memories fade away. That's why I'm so grateful to be here. A paradise in eternal stillness. Yeah, already Shogun would like here. Unfortunately, thanks to those fellows who love creating new things, even this place has become unsafe lately. That's why I'm forced to hide in this corner of the Mahavaipulia chamber. Don't you want to go out and have a look? It's not that scary out there. I assume it's Mangel who sent you here to persuade me that Nihilist is the very incarnation of this illusory world. I suggest you speak with him as little as possible. Okay, let's get back.
On me.
I only have one possibility here. Oh.
Yeah. Huh?
Star, you're here too. That's right. Calcerius said that you stepped into the Mahavaipulia chamber. I suspect everything will fall into place from here on out. That's still honest from you, Buster. Paimon's blushing already. Xylene, have found what you've lost this time? I have. Oh, what did I select? Speaking of which, I'm here for my own reasons too. That's true, since you came up here, you've done nothing but run around on my account. I don't understand what the Watcher of Nothingness was saying, but I can tell that there's something in this place that matters to you. Linus has been a massive help. To hold up my end of the bargain, do tell me, what is it that you need? You tell Star and Xylene about your experiences, and what Nihilito has said. You ask if there are traces of your sister here. The story you speak of, it's simply incredible. If this were back in my academy days, I would have mulled over it for at least half a day before giving you an answer, just to prove I was taking you seriously. It's true that I've been here longer than anyone else, and I have witnessed all that has transpired. Unfortunately, the highest point of the temple, the Atrium of Suchness, is where gods and watchers dwell. It's said that certain hidden truths are kept within its walls. It's said? By whom? You are the oldest one here? But hardly anyone is brave enough to set foot up there. Are you saying it's so high up that even most fearless would get scared? Only those who choose to abandon all their memories are permitted to enter the hall. To seek an audience with the master of the temple is to seek answers and closure. It follows then that all memories that one gathers here shall be wiped away. One must construct the path to the heavens with their own memories and wisdom. Only then can they encounter the sacred beyond. But memories aren't even solid. How are we supposed to build a path to the heavens with them? Such is the nature of this place. The divine power of the gods can weave emptiness and reality into one another. Here, mere vacuum is not perceived as nothingness. In the eyes of that being, it is a state that can be filled in the space of a single thought. Only a nothingness where even meaning does not exist, only that is a place beyond the reach of the gods. And I suspect that the path to the heavens should be similar to the half-real, half-illusory scenes that you saw in the library. I'm just a coward at heart, after all. I never dared to make the climb. I simply don't have the courage to cast aside my responsibilities. I am one who lived to witness what came before, and who continues to learn of what follows from those who come after, but I am a vessel of my precious memories. If there is no hope of their ever returning to the surface, every lost civilization will live in my memory. Are gods really that horrid to design such a cruel choice for someone to make? Some gods are good, others are bad. Take the one who kidnapped Ignis' sister for instance. Totally bad. Perhaps it's the opposite. The god who designed the path to the heavens was not the mistress of the temple. You see, if you intend to leave this place, you simply cannot take its history, secrets or knowledge with you. The way I see it, the description of using your memories to construct a path to the heavens is too emotionally charged. Your memories are supposed to be wiped the moment you return to the mortal realm, but before that happens, people here have the right to look back upon all they have ever been, all they have ever owned, and the path that results from both. Hold on, let's see if Paimon got all that. It's like we've made a rule that says you can read a book, but you have to chuck it in the fire the second you're done. But it's all But just as it all burns to crisp, you find out the book has an epilogue and an afterword where you get a look back at all the best parts. And then in the end, nothing's left of the story. Only the feelings and impressions stay with you. Spot on. A perfect read. You've got a real knack for analogies. Reminds me of one of my students, in fact. He went to Delphi Python. I have no idea what it's called now, or if he survived the war. His name was Abrax, and while I've asked many people, no one has ever found his name in historical records. I went off on a tangent anyway. Yeah, you said all that, but how do we get up there? Enzo's memory are too important to forget. And as for Paimon, well, she hasn't clashed so hard with Ignis as to need a total reset. You don't have to worry. Once you've rescued everyone, I'll help you with this. Actually, I figured out how the path to the heavens works. The seat of the god has been left empty, so the rules have begun to falter. As such, a section of the corridor of nothingness, a previous path to the heavens, was preserved. Melanta's fury destroyed half of it, but the remaining half, the stairway to heaven, is still vaguely visible. This means that the stairway can be used by others, we just have to make it whole again. Wait, do you mean... Don't get the wrong idea, I've said it before, I am a coward burdened with too much memory, yet too scared to even die. Story.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, now we go to the others. Just grab that here. The moving finger writes added to the archive. I suppose I should teleport back there. Can I feed it some now? Good. Rewards. Okay.
Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now, where's a good spot for a nap?
50 for it. It doesn't really expand on what it... Segment domain, treasure compass. Display current areas, treasures, relevant clues. Display mnemonic clusters, up to 10 treasures, relevant clues. All mnemonic clusters, treasures, relevant clues. The current area. Do you have something to sell now? Now I can breathe easy here. But dear shame. I thought you have something now. But Historia isn't here.
Huh? Yeah. To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all
Where
yours.
you go? Oh. Where is it? There was down there. I'm not doing the challenge. I'll follow the challenge. Maybe just to get up from here. I thought maybe the challenge was just taking me back up there. Am I supposed to go there? No. I can barely see it.
If you want it, it's yours.
Okay, so like there, I don't really need to enter that spot. Maybe it's down. Yeah, maybe that one's down. Let's continue. If the stars stop sidetracking too much. Maybe I'll do some exploration here after.
Gather!
Up the ante!
What are those? Those aren't Geo. You kind of captured the thing I just killed.
If you want it, it's yours.
From swords to plowshares. A mechanical device originating from the nation known as Korea, here classified as a field tiller. As it is not equipped with any form of cognitive simulation module and can only operate according to a limited set of preset instructions, it is presumed to possess little combat value. It should, however, remain suitable for basic agricultural use.
On me!
Ooh. Solidified!
Thunder! Up the ante!
Three moons converge. Flame.
Get back! Burn!
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
Okay, we just... yeah, that's how what I was wondering. Seriously, we can climb that? Stain statue... It's pretty creepy. Oh, they're trying to escape. Some more praying here, the others were fleeing from here. Oh. The troops are still alive. They're clinking the shrine around me. Building towers insane. Okay, I'll figure it out. You people, I've not seen you around before. Are there really still newcomers showing up now? But since Dex is with you, I suppose you're backup. My name is Venipi, and I come from an era where King Deshret's divine form still walked among us. Vamos the name in this Xenos, and our team's got one more member, Xylint. We are probably what you consider people from the most recent era. Silent, would you happen to have an older sister by any chance? Do you know my sister too? Of course, here everyone is friends with everyone, so it matters little what station they occupied in their former life. In my day, I was a nobody, just one of many working on King Deshret's mausoleum. I was traveling in the desert one day when I was suddenly plucked from the Saints and thrown into the apathic interval, where I was for, I want to say, less than 100 years. Then once I left and came here, I found a place full of ancients, some from times preceding even King Deshret himself, but we all got along just the same. Later on, the sisters of the deity here told me they hadn't plucked any desert buildings and asked that I reconstruct them from memory. Why didn't they pluck any? They could just get them. It was only with everyone's help that we managed to build this place at all. But now, look at these ruins. You know, speaking of which, Pam has a question. Those saint statues out there, aren't those artworks from your era? You know, from back when in King Deshret's day? Perhaps they were created to serve as a reminder of the impermanence of the physical body in life itself. You truly are different from your sister. You must really enjoy reading, like the others. Those are people, all of them. They were punished by being turned into saints. Whoa, Don't worry, they're all still alive. Death does not exist here. They will be restored once the problem here is resolved. Oh wait, didn't you say that whoever saved you would get the coin King Dasher gave you as a reward? I'm on it's worth a lot more. Huh, I'm not heading over. It's my lucky charm. Besides, it's the only thing I have left to remind me of my old life. Since it's so important to you, alright, I guess you'll be super nice and not press you for payment. But we've been chatting for too long. Looks like it's here. We don't have time to stand around talking. Are you at least at the level of a novice removing centurion? There we go again. But doesn't even know what kind of standard this is supposed to be. Huh? Huh? Project guard from behind. Suppression time. The keeper who prowls within the temple space. Turn living creatures insane. Reckless trespassers who encroach on its patrol will be attacked. By constructing cover, you can avoid the keeper's line of sight. Approaching the keeper from the back allows decks to seize their core directly and deal massive damage. That was quite something. You're easily at the level of a high-ranking centurion. Didn't you have your own hierarchy back in King Dasher's day? Now, those scholars at the Mahavaipulya archives have read enough books that their combat assessment actually holds some weight. It's nice to be so well read. For instance, on average, the knights serving under Erinis could take on 3 standard Remurian centurions at once, so they are half a rank below Erinis. Magi, who served the Crocodile King, wasn't considered exactly an elite fighter, but was highly adept at dealing with monsters. So in terms of rough power level, alright, let's go save your friends first. But I wanna know more. We can talk about that later.
If you want it, it's yours.
How is the mark? Once we get upper levels, we can fix this. Let's see how survivors over there. Let's be previous.
Gather! Burn! Up the ante!
Beneath, you're still alive? How wonderful to see you. Of course, I know that death is not possible here. What I mean is, I'm so glad you didn't turn to saint. Anyway, you know what I mean. I do. And thanks to you all, and Dax too. I didn't do anything. A thing. Venice introduces you all to Vitruvius and recounts what just happened. Incredible, your strength is that, even that of a typical chief centurion. Now, even if I was kinda interested to see how you actually stack up in the system. Oh yeah? In that case, I'll take you to the others. After all, Venipe only provided the pattern work and motifs from King Dashred's times. I was the one responsible for the main layout and pathways in this area. That's right, while this may look like a building from some gilded age, it's really the result of everyone's knowledge.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
Don't come any closer. Oh, poor guy. Huh? It might be a bit of self-indulgence to worry about my own epitaphs. You probably think me ridiculous, but I've actually already decided what mine will be. Please, tell my love in Patripolis that Vitruvius. He turned into Saint even before he was done speaking. I'm hopeless. I'm actually finding the urge to chuckle out loud at this juncture. He's going to be so mortified once he stops being sane. That's a rather optimistic take on the situation. We have a choice to make. Do we deal with the guy first or search for survivors for as long as we can? Where is it? What happens if you attack me? What happens if you attack me? So nothing? Seriously? There's no... Okay, let's kill it. And it does nothing.
Ooh.
Ah, okay, now it is doing something. Come on, look at me. Look at me. Look at me long enough to do some harm. It restarts the whole... It's harder to be seen by them than it is to avoid. I want this to reduce to extend. There's a bunch of... There's a lot of those marked on the map. Yo, can you see me? Oh, come on. I'm here. Such a threat you guys are. Okay, now it worked. Okay, so I just got hurt.
On me.
Defeat keepers. Venipe, Dex, and Romhilda, and our new friends, thank you. I'm her younger sister, Zylind. I see the two of you look so much alike. Oh, and also pretty. My name is Shama. I come from, what was I going to say? The era in which the Dendro Archon has yet to become a child. Oh, Irminsul doesn't affect here. Venipe introduced Shama and Vitruvius' tragic circumstances are revealed. They also speak of the epitaph it took thousands of years to come up with. That is beyond absurd. If I hadn't told you, you would never have known. Now that you have, it's going to be hard for me to look Vitruvius in the eye without laughing. Alright, enough small talk. We've come all this way, and it doesn't look like we've missed anything. Is there anyone else? I'm afraid not. Then how about we can stop folks from turning to saying, any ideas? We didn't manage to learn much from exploring earlier. After all, no one here at the Desert Pavilion is well versed in the mystic arts or the sciences. So it seems we're back to the only known method, defeating the Punisher of Gomorrah. That you need not worry about. We have Inus, who has the strength of a Vermilion Tribune. Looks like someone's being promoted again. But there's no way to find the Punisher of Gomorrah. It has hidden its form. That is a problem, yes. You know, it wasn't easy getting everyone out. How about we leave this place first and get back to the main hall? Story and Josephus are there too. They seem rather knowledgeable, so maybe they know a way. Oh, Story is safe too? That's really good to know. He's the most experienced of us all, and is always open to learning new things. If we are talking about anecdotes, history and culture, he's probably the most knowledgeable person in this world. Then let's go now. The earlier we get back, the earlier we can figure this out and save Vitruvius and the rest.
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
So this one says that. This one's shorter. Where am I on the map? Where is this chest? This isn't in the right spot, is it? This chest is marked. Ah, maybe
To the
it's below the
adventurer
other.
go the
No.
spoils. This loot's all yours.
Okay, the other chests that I just grabbed, they're part of the main quest. Easy marked. Uh,
Huh?
there's more than one here, where I grabbed the one. Weird that the one isn't marked. I need to go to the entrance. Yeah, but I kinda fixed the library, so I should fix here as well. Just save everybody. Yeah, I will. Are we under? No, it's Professor Mode. Can't open the map. I can't believe it's a trap. Remember this section of the building being here before? Doesn't look like a simple flip. This has to be deliberate. That aside, we're lucky they just turned us all into saints.
Huh? Here. On me.
This is where we round and round. Be careful.
Stabilize.
Yeah, a new moon rises.
Thunder! Thunder!
Decay! New life!
Flame.
Burn! Up the ante!
Huh?
Up the ante! On me.
The apparent leader of the suppression type keepers is stronger than the average keeper. A first Avian. At close range, Dexing also sees the cores directly dealing with damage. Sees the core, you have to quick tap within a short turn time. Same as the other. Punish your Pokemon.
Huh?
Oh, come on.
On me. Huh?
Three moons converge.
Thunder! Up the ante! Warrior sweeping in! The story has only just begun!
Stabilize. On me.
Up the ante!
A moonlit night for all.
Leave it to me! Okay!
Gather. Order guide you.
Surge.
Thunder! Thunder!
Solidify.
Stay back! The story has
A new moon rises. Full.
Oh, it rearranges like that?
Here. Huh? Here.
Oh,
try to keep up!
oh, it hurts. What was the point of that final platform if we could deal with it already? Where are we? Is it all over? That's right, it's all over and everyone's been restored. Shaman, EP. What is it? Why are you worrying your lips like that? Are you so moved at seeing me that you have to keep yourself from crying? Shaman, stop, don't laugh. You're going to give the joke away. Laugh all you want. I'm only a little embarrassed. Love is fate, as is death, and neither is laughing matter. Fine, fine, no more laughing. Where is Eileen, by the way? I have no idea. I was staying outside with everyone else. They were still in each other's arms a moment ago. I told little Scarpa to stop and get everyone back to the main hall. Then I left them and came over to you. Everyone should still be somewhere around here, in which case she can't have gone very far yet. This is... an amethyst brooch. It belongs to my older sister and was one of the things in my suitcase that I lost. I got it now. Nice, that's one taken care of. It must have been placed here but as an executive from this era. Actually, the reason I started thinking about what to write on my epitaph is because your sister asked about it. Those words weren't exactly things I've been holding in for thousands of years. Does nobody die here? Would it be impossible for anyone to leave behind a truly magnificent epitaph then? Given my former status, I could probably be laid to rest at a priest's cemetery, alongside branches of silver and white, which would be a tremendous honor, albeit one without any space for an epitaph. In that case, it's a no for me, because I've already written mine. And it says, thank you so much. And what about that coin of yours, the one from King Dasher's day? You're still thinking about that? Fine, you can have it once we finish chanting my 10,000 prayers of penance to King Dashret. This one over here got worked up upon hearing Shaman talk about the king's fall that he actually cried. You lie, you lie. You lied, liar, that's impossible. Honestly, that's better for a laugh than my epitaph. If you're gonna be so grudging with the coin, just forget it. And this is the point where we say we're only here to help Xylene find what she lost. We're helping you out just cause you happen to be here. Thank you, Paimon. Thank you, Venus. Oh no, you only got dragged into this because of us, so we gotta make this right for you. Such undisguised partiality. I'm truly grateful for it to you too. Also free.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
There you go. Oh no, I clicked on marking the wrong ones. Ah, these are marked as puzzle. Having stood upon the line between life and death, I miss the flavor of beer the most. Even my master and King Dashred himself will rank beneath it. Did you know you so enjoyed your libations? When delivering bricks to the mausoleum of King Dashred back in the day, we get 2 large mugs of beer for free every day. Speaking of which, was Monkey among those who were restored? No, I suspect the higher-ups intend to deal with him in violation of the rules. I wonder if the note I asked him to bring in secret came in handy. And they didn't realize yet who is Monkey.
Here. On me.
Oh, you're here, Staria. Indeed, everyone from the Desert Pavilion is now back at the main hall, which is why I hurried over here. Silene, have found what you were looking for? Yes, I have, thank you for asking. Explained it. By the way, do you know what the names Melanta and Nihilita means? I will go first. Nope. Yes, they mean melancholy and nothingness. Ah, Melanta, I didn't realize. Most sagacious of you, I believe you and I shall be even better friends than I was with your sister, since we have the same interests. Yes, my sister is the outdoorsy, extroverted type. Still, before I could read for myself, she used to read to me all the time. Yet, what has melancholy got to do with someone like that? Of course, I speak of pathological melancholy, not the sort of the one above feels when gazing upon on our suffering. Did she tell you all that? Frankly, I was agape at the revelation she presented. I wouldn't have thought anyone audacious enough to build a sanitarium atop the site from which the Temple of Space had ascended. Did you know it was initially thought that melancholy was a biological ailment? The word itself actually comes from the term for black bile. But subsequently people came to believe that melancholy was an affliction of the heart. Well, it does take time to get to the right answer. But today humans have once again discovered the truth. Melancholy is indeed also pathological. Thus, both medication and companionship are vital to recovery. We already knew all that back in my day. The angels had told us so. But while the songs of the angels and the latter-day animal archon can cure melancholy, the hollow consolations of ordinary folk cannot be expected to work such wonders. What are you trying to say? I shall have to whisper this, for it is a secret. Why would the Great One above, who rules over sky and space, name her own creations nothingness and melancholy? They say she lacked the ability to empathize with others. There is nothing she cannot do, yet she is utterly helpless against genuine futility and the ailments of the human heart. This is why she named her creations the two things she is least able to deal with. Paimon guessed that naming things after enemies you've never beaten makes them sound cool and powerful. Paimon would be called No Mora, Hunger, and No Ignis. And they sound weak. I fear I can't keep up with your 1,000 years worth of wisdom. Wisdom? Bah. I pray for the courage to give this all up and live a real life once more. Can you see what I'm saying? Feel free to come to me if you ever need anything, even if all you want is to talk about your sister. I will do that. Okay, last one. Gonna leave some more.
Of the
Charge!
What suspense. It's like opening a gift.
Get that. Oh, the quest it didn't work there. Oh, I forgot to get the. There is a viewpoint there as well. Oh. World in a painting. Okay, I'll figure it out.
Up the ante! Up the ante!
Devouring claw!
Depending on tempo just now. Cool.
Stabilize! On me! Thunder!
A moonlit night for all.
Stay back! Turning.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
This chest doesn't. Oh, okay, this chest is part of the thing.
Yeah.
Huh? There's water. This is just stops. Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
What's that? The star almost is over there. That's not that dim.
Huh? On me.
This must be the Luoyang Academy. Oh. Seeing blocks, kind of feel human somehow. I think May just said something so creepy. Ah, abstractionist. Oh, there are more. Oh, it's revenge. Cute. It won't open. How about giving a real nasty kick forcefully? How is it? I can feel my leg. There's also the dim star from just now, see? Oh, are there any mechanisms? What kind of mechanism is this? Dimensional manipulate. Oh. Spawn. I think we got it. Oh. Okay, where am I on the map to mark what I just got? Take a look around. There's
Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most.
I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is on the map. Oh, you were saying something. I didn't see you there. Make sure you watch out. It's talking about X, you understand it. Deep meaning is in abstraction. Isn't the abstraction sort? I think should imagine something that doesn't belong to us. I didn't put it in the right spot. I was still looking around. That's a bit far.
Yeah.
Okay, this is near a painting. Okay. But I'm still missing something. Seems this little incomplete. Why? There's another painting over there.
Gather!
Surge.
Thunder! Up the ante! Charge!
3 moons converge.
Leave it to me! Turning point!
Stabilize!
And then that's it. Let's return. Oh, why those guys never drop anything when they're part of the main quest? Oh, human puppet out this night. Mountains gonna crush the bird spirit. Through riven clouds, the sky last appears. I'm free. Hilda, Dex, and my new friends, please accept my thanks. I'm her younger sister, Zylind. Oh, why, you two look so alike? Yes, I've been told that a lot. And who are these two? My name is Paimon, and this is Ignos. It was Star's commission that brought us here. In that case, let's dispense with the introductions. Do you possess any degree of martial skill? Preferably of the sort that might see off legatus of Remuria? We do those. Just how did you come up with that description? This goes back to how a certain border fortress rose to prominence when Remuria was destroyed. One day, after much time had passed, an old man arrived at its gates claiming to be an acting master of the Guhua clan. One day, the two sides fell to arguing. When the Remurian commander said that he was in charge of music in the army, the acting master thought him weak. But in truth, the greater your musical mastery, the higher your rank in the Remurian military. And this commander, why, he had already undergone petrification. By the way, I don't know if you've heard of this, but everyone in the Remurian inner circles was transformed into ichor, becoming semi-immortal golems. So when the acting master channeled his inner energies into a single strike, he only wound up hurting his own hand. He then spoke harshly, lamenting a lack of successors in the Guhua clan's secret arts and the withering of talents on the vine in his era. Why, so he claimed he didn't even possess a vision. Of course, he wouldn't have been selected if he had one in the first place. Selected. After enduring the apathic interval, we could no longer receive visions. But anyway, back to our story. The commander shot back with choice words of his own, claiming that the legati of Remuria were far more terrifying than he could ever be. Sure, cool story, Pam supposes. Also, don't worry, Ignos 1000% got what it takes to defeat a legatus. With both hands tied behind my back even. Let's not keep a low profile, huh? That's great. By the way, why were you in the painting? And what are those humanoid ink blots? This is how Melanta delivers punishment, sealing people into paintings and smushing them into inky blots. Just like my cage, which was encased on layers of paintings. So the ink blots we saw back there were actually people? Yes. Now, a word to the wise. The more realistic a painting is, the more fitting a cage it is to enclose your spirit. After all, its essence may be grasped at a glance. As such, expect hidden secrets lurking behind any realistic painting you find here. What should we do next? This is not the right place for such talk. Let's head back first. Reach out your hand, touch the painting, break this veil of illusion, and the world beyond shall receive you once more. Huh? What are you talking about? Simpler terms, touch the painting and you'll be able to return. Though the world outside is just another illusion. we should make it back quickly. This place truly is full of wonders. It is indeed fabulous, comparable to the finishing touch from Rex Lapis' hand, which was stoned to life. Then, with the power of your heart and mind, you can really turn those lifelike paintings into reality. Anyway, what's our next plan of action? The key to restoring the entire library lies in completing the final illuminating stroke. But before we do that, we must first restore this painting. Once the heavenly heart emerges, the four horizons will fade to white. What a commanding name. That's Inazuma's preferences in painting names for you. Theoretically, we should be able to complete the missing part of the painting in the Tower of Radiant Light. But with our path barred, it seems we can only head to the abode of Resplendent Stellant to see if we can reach the Tower of Radiant Light from there. Wait, it was behind this door this whole time? Had Ignis kicked this thing full force, Ignis is strong enough to level mountains, but the door didn't even budge. Is your foot numb? Yeah. Probably because this door was manifested from the painting through the mind. As such, it doesn't exist as physical matter as we know it. Story was mentioned that he had a teacher named Aristocles, who was always saying that mind prevails over matter. I guess this is what they meant. But leveling mountains, you say? That will make you just as powerful as Dahlia. Speaking of which, Yu Huangyi from the Mahaipulia chamber told me that Dahlia already existed back in his era. As such, the so-called finishing touch that brought the dragon to life was nothing more than a legend. The invention of the later generations, a fine story all the same, of course. And did you realize something from that? I just told him, you've ruined a precious memory, you know that? I can relate. Never mind, just take it as a fun little anecdote. Anyway, since the door was born from the painting, a painter must open it. Allow me to do that for you. Just that? We've painted a bit. You don't seem very surprised. That's because Ains has been through even crazier stuff. Lots of extraordinary adventures, huh? Guess I shouldn't even be surprised if you've saved the world before. We are quite famous. He and his sisters were separated by an awful god. The main goal of our adventure is to find his lost sibling. So Ignis can understand how you feel. I hope you find your sibling and may you live a life of peace and happiness. Oh, I'm sorry, she forgot that you won't. Please don't apologize, it was my fault for bringing it up. Also, that's not what I meant. I really hope that your wish comes true. Thank you, Zylind. Alright, open sesame. Let's get moving then. But we don't fully know what happened to her sister. If she was up here, why is her tombstone down there? Outside the window. Is it really just a painting? Fawcett taking a stroll. I can't believe this is real either. If the painting is real, let's get pics. That's on Geek. Like that it actually looks like. These photos. They were painted using a camera, yes? Back then, your sister told us of something capable of creating pictures even more lifelike than the most realistic paintings. We all wondered what it would be like. It's a shame that she hadn't have a camera, nor did she have a picture painted by it on hand. Now that I've seen one myself, it does look incredibly lifelike. How's that for finisma? Machines have taken realism to its natural end, but there's still room for imagination, you know? Not exactly. No matter how realistic the painting, it still carries the painter's emotions and aesthetic sense. Though some of the colors can be found in the real world, you can really feel the painter's heart from the ways their colors are used. Even the most realistic painting carries within it minor details of fiction, exaggeration and blur. That's where the artist's aesthetics and craft come into play. Okay, it's not like Paimon doesn't get it. Paimon just wanted to compliment you so she could ask you to, you know, maybe draw something for us later. Don't you already have Albedo's painting of you? Paimon wants to see what a more expressive version of her would look like, though. Thank you very much. Zeitlin, could Paimon have a look? Sure, these photos were taken during my sister's vacation. The passerby she asked was really bad at photography, so some photos only show the top of her head poking out from the bottom. But you can tell that she's smiling happily all the same. Sorry to let you see that. The lighting and composition of these photos are terrible. There's no sense of depth or layering at all. It's not that bad. I think these are the best photos. If your sister had insisted on only showing her head, this would have been the worst of scenic paintings. I mean, scenic photos. But thanks to her, they have become memories and proof of her presence there. You can barely see she's smiling. I think I get what you mean. But we didn't finish this place for her to find it. I found my stuff. Let's keep helping Dahlia out, shall we? I think the painting there leads to the abode of the resplendent talent. See if you can find a way to the Tower of Radiant Light from there. That said, I won't be joining you for your next journey. I'll head back to the central area and let the others know we're safe. Then I'll be back in no time. Whether I succeed or not, I should have enough time to see you again on my way back. That bird is different. You made everywhere. There are two paintings here too. Painting within a painting within a painting. If I space the paint somewhere. Oh, It's here. It's like there's a survivor over there. Where? Ah, I was looking. Yeah, pointed the screen. I was looking over there.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Let me see. Hello, my name is Asher. Ah, Malky. I'm a painter. How did you come back here? So you're the Malky the story I was talking about, the one who did all those amazing paintings. Wait, but I just remembered, have we met before? No, and Asher was my birth name. So, oh really? Do you have any brothers who suddenly disappeared? I'm afraid not. Anyway, please come with me, I'll take you somewhere safe. But we're not looking for a safe place, we're here to solve the problem. If that's the case, you should also come with me, I'll take you to where you need to go. Weird guy, whatever, let's follow him, see what he's up to. There's something weird about this person. Didn't the nickname Malky was given to him by somebody else? Something feels off. Maybe not so well, it's like right there. Have reached the end. Oh, knew it, the fellow's fate. It's another ambush. Oh no. I got from the tower.
I'll keep this close.
But aren't you supposed to do something here besides just going away? Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. Looks like things went smoothly for you too. You guys too? Daozi, can you believe it? We run into a fake Asher. You feel Daozi in about what just happened? This must be Melanta working from behind the curtain. To him, names are nothing but a string of numbers left unto us when we arrive here. How would he know what Malky? The Malky was a nickname that Asher's grandfather and father gave him in his childhood. But as turned out, everyone here gets along so well that you all call him that now. Just because we were somewhat unsettled by his paintings doesn't mean we dislike him. It's just that messing with space is a grave issue around here. That only makes Paimon want to see his work even more. You'll get a chance to see it, I'm sure. Now that we got a whole set of paintings, one stroke is all we need to connect them. Allow my clumsy hand to provide that finishing touch. After all, I did coach Kano on his little landscape painting. He won't mind me adding a little something. Through this painting, you should be able to reach the Pavilion of paintings at the center. Once you're inside, try reaching out and plucking the Heavenly Heart. It just occurred to me, adding feet to a dragon and dotting the eyes of a dragon are both sayings concerning dragons. But their meaning are worlds apart. They sure are. Touching the screen should do it, then try to pluck the star. Well, are we at the pavilion painting? Kind of abstract art? No. Because there's never enough time to read it all. First thing.
To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
About the same line as that. I should have found it. Investigate. Oh, nice sun back there. Cool place. Kano, Yoshitoshi, Bosch, you've all come back to life. Ah yes, and I never want to paint another screen again. Good to have you back, Ignis, Paimon, in our young Zeitlings. I owe you all a great deal. You really look like Hilda. She's my older sister. I know. This old man still got an eye for people. Speaking of which, Zeitling, come here for a moment. Where? There you go. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Monkey anywhere. Did he end up trapped in that desert pavilion? That's on you, lot. Why did you lure him into the construction site anyway? We weren't excluding him or anything, we just wanted him to show the people from the desert pavilion how shocking the spatial distortion is. After all, they're the ones who are so obsessed with space. Next to space might break the rules around here, he's probably being forcibly exiled by Melanta by now.
If you want it, it's yours.
Where are all those?
I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion. Good one.
Oh, what? Barely moved. These melons. Are they ripe? Pama means, are you sure they're ready to eat? That doesn't matter. Xylene, the two of us used to teach your sister how to draw. That's her signature. And since it's her stuff, you should be the one to keep them and take them away from this place. What do you think of this painting? How should I put it? Some people can paint on par with masters in their teenage years, and so they spend the rest of their lives searching for paintings imbued with childlike innocence. I can neither discern a masterful temper nor childlike innocence from Hilda's painting. Instead, it was tinged with sadness. Isn't sadness conveyed by the painting the fruits impressive enough? Really? Are you telling me this painting is devoid of childlike charm and doesn't look like a master's work? Talent and diligent practice are prerequisites for cultivating the spirit of a master. So, why don't you forget that we've taught and what we've taught and do another painting? You guys are hilarious. I'm not doing another painting. I've experienced it once already and I find it quite interesting. That's the first time I actually see her, so she has paints instead of skirts. But just as a canvas, once colored, can return to pristine white, how could I possibly forget what I've learned? Let the mediocre piece be as it is. Is that so? So it's just a mediocre piece, and yet she still signed her name on it. Yes, when we artists take commissions, we always use secret signatures to sign our work. So she named the painting Long Live Life, and then she left. What do you think? Are you going to take her painting with you? No, let it stay where it belongs. Such paintings may become lost and destroyed in less than 100 years if brought outside. Better let it repose in eternal peace here with you. I see. But I think you'll have more meaning if you kept it in its outside world. Oh, there's a cat here. Where's the thing?
Ooh.
Okay, I think I'll leave it here. Oh, one of those. Ah. Looks like everything is going smoothly. Historia, what are you doing here? Daozi told me that you had arrived at Luoyang Academy, so I came along with him. How's the search going? Have you found what you were looking for this time, Xylene? I have. Could you tell me what it was that led in Luoyang Academy this time? This is a place of painters after all. And to tell the truth, I haven't the foggiest idea what it might be. Photos from my sister's camera. A camera? I've heard people talking about such devices before. You're falling behind. The painters have all heard about cameras from Xylene's sister. That's because people here focus on the visual arts. It's normal that she talk to them about it. The thing I discussed most with Hilda was philosophy. It's hard to imagine my sister talking about this with someone as knowledgeable as you. Oh, you flatter me. We aren't getting into any deep or complex debates. We were just chatting about how to look at the everyday things around us. For example, the most fundamental question of philosophy is whether one should or shouldn't end it all tomorrow. Huh? Allow me to explain. In a sense, our inquiry into the world is a search for the very meaning of our existence within it. Whether we are the children seated upon the god's knees, or merely echoes in the wind of inconstant time. All of that is too far removed. How can an ordinary person weigh themselves against the universe? For most, the world is no more than their own life. If we one day discover that everything is destined to return to nothingness in the far future, would our lives now still hold meaning? Or should our lives be a shoreless sea of suffering to begin with? Then the world may in truth be but a collection of agonies. In either case, there is no difference between living and not. In the latter, death might even be called a release. Well, Bible doesn't think that's right. Not that she knows how to argue against you, though. And what was my sister's response? Never mind that. I was the one arguing that even if life is inherently meaningless, we should still choose to live it. It seems you haven't heard. I saw my sister's tombstone back at the sanatorium. Thanks for trying to save her in the end. What's written on her epitaph? One lifetime doesn't count. Is that what it says? I see. Silent. I can hardly believe myself, and I wish I could say something to take your pain away. Give me some time though. You don't have to say anything. I thought I cried the moment I saw her tombstone, but as it turned out, I was unusually calm. It would have been better if I had cried. That's not what I meant. Anyway, you'll understand later. Okay, but how did she get out of there? Out of here?
Gather!
Flow.
Up the ante!
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup.
amidst the untinged mist added to the archive. Let me grab the other one over there that I forgot.
On me!
Pavilion of Scorching Saints, a blazing sun added to the archive. Okay, now we're advancing that. I think now I'll leave that to next time we play. Let's just do those things because they never end. I took too long at the library. Talked to too many people. Did too many puzzles.
Huh? On me!
Here.
Huh? Yeah.
So, that guest from Natlan inspired your new hymn?
I was practicing outside the city and had just finished a high note when I saw a fluffy tail drooping from a tree. For a moment, I thought I'd seen a wild beast. But upon closer inspection, it was just Miss Shalonen from Natlan.
You've met Shalani too, Barbara? Another one of her outdoor afternoon naps, huh?
Wasn't she Lonin taking naps in the library before? Why'd you switch back to trees again?
Well, she said she was worried about disturbing others by sleeping in the library, so she wanted to find a more deserted spot. But in the end, I guess she ended up being the one who was disturbed instead.
Oh, don't you worry, Miss Barbara. I doubt your voice could ever disturb anyone. Why else would she have helped you adjust the rhythm of that hymn to the Anemo Archon?
She's just so nice. Even though she was yawning the whole time, she gave me tons of useful suggestions. It's just a shame we don't have a dance-off stage in Mondstadt. Then we could use it to test those instruments she was talking about.
We should take a trip to Nothing together. You can try the dance-off stage for yourself.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. I haven't visited other nations much up till now. But before that, let me polish off this new hymn to the Anemo Archon. I shouldn't waste all the help Miss Shalonen and that bard Venti have given me. Traveler, Paimon, remember to come listen to me sing. You too, Dahlia. And Venti as well, I guess. As long as he hasn't had too much to drink.
That won't be a problem. I'm sure Venti rates your songs more highly than any old fine wine.
But I almost never see him without a bottle in his hand. Oh, may the Anemo Archon watch over him. He has such talent. If only he'd put it to better use.
The way I see it, the Anemo Archon does look out for him. Out of all of my friends, he's one of the freest people I know. Anyway, it's almost time for confession, if you'll excuse me.
Confession? That was sudden.
Well, Cardinal Seamus is back at the cathedral, as you might have heard. It's not every day that an opportunity to confess to him comes around. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Cardinal Seamus? Oh, right! He's that Cardinal of Daybreak guy Varka was talking about. The one who went with him on his expedition to nod-krai. Paimon heard that the expedition members were heading back to Mondstadt, but she didn't expect them to be back so soon.
But unless I'm remembering this wrong, he's also...
Yes, he's my father. Jean's too.
Dahlia enters the cathedral.
May the Anemo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia. It has been some time since we last met. I did not expect your first request to be for me to hear your confession.
You are the closest to our god here in the Church of Favonius. I would be honored to have you hear it.
I suspect that I am in truth furthest away. How else would I be able to see his divine glory in full?
Is that so? I thought you might say that each of us should try our best to draw nearer to him, for the eye of the hurricane is often the quietest spot of all.
I believe that Barbados, in his mercy, will not allow the hurricane to sweep through Mondstadt. Amidst the warm breezes he sends, what we should do is go beyond our city's walls and enjoy his many blessings.
Well, you certainly did that. But the winds in Nod-krai must be much colder than those in Mondstadt.
Of course. And it's not as if the wind that blows through that land is Favonian in nature. We seem to have visitors outside, Deaconess Barbara among them. Are they here for confession as well?
Indeed. In a way, though, I suspect I'm better suited than she is to be the first to seek confession from you.
Deaconess Barbara is a diligent sister. May the Animo Archon protect her as well. If you would be so kind, please pass on the message that I will hear her confession anytime.
She's your daughter. Can't you just talk
Could
to
you
her?
not tell her yourself, sir?
I have thought about this as well, Deacon Dahlia. But a wind that has been away from home so long must take its time to find the flowers it once nurtured.
So, the first thing you did was to wait here at the cathedral?
I went home as soon as I could, but Jean was working overtime at the Knight's headquarters and Barbara had already gone to the cathedral, so... Anyway, you may begin, Deacon Dahlia.
Bless me, Animo Archon, for I have sinned. It has been 2 weeks since my last confession. I just lied to Deaconess Barbara, hiding the truth that Venti is in fact Barbados from her.
You can tell her the truth, you know.
Huh?
Barbados said so himself.
He knows?
I actually did. But she warned me that I'd be picking every last weed from the cathedral's front lawn if I said that again. Maybe you could give it a try?
For the sake of our bond as parent and child, perhaps it might be best if Barbados revealed that truth to the faithful in person. Anyway, Deacon Dahlia, please, continue.
5 days ago, I offended the Archon by accidentally losing to Venti in a game of Genius Invocation TCG. According to the rules we set, if he won, I would treat him to a drink. But if he lost, he'd treat himself to 2 drinks as punishment.
I am sure you upheld the virtue of honesty with regard to this rule, and ensured that Venti did so as well.
Indeed I did. Following his victory, I confessed to him right there and then, before treating him to 3 drinks. He absolved me, along with the others drinking nearby who were egging us on.
May he absolve us all, especially Charles. Out of any of us, he offends our Archon the most.
Why? I don't remember what Charles.
Finally,
okay, because...
I confessed to an act of laziness that took place 7 days ago. While working alongside Sister Rosaria and Deaconess Barbara, Rosaria and I sneaked off to grab a drink.
Should you not, therefore, be confessing to day drinking as well?
No, I myself did not drink wine. Sister Rosaria drank double, and Charles served me some juice on the side.
The sin of drinking immoderately in the day, then. What about Deaconess Barbara?
She had finished plucking the weeds by the time we returned, and had already made a start on wiping the windows. I brought her some juice.
And you and Sister Rosaria observed the principle of kindness and generosity by taking the cloth from her hands, I trust?
We did. Sister Rosaria and I finished the rest together.
Thank you. If word had reached Frederica that Barbara had been made to wipe all the windows in the cathedral by herself, she'd come and flip my desk right over.
Well, a shame that she's still out on her mission, so she can't come to see you right now. Anyway, that concludes my confession, Cardinal.
All right. In that case, copy the Favonian liturgy 3 times and the proverb 6. May the Animo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia.
May he protect us all. That said, are you also unaware of Miss Frederica's whereabouts? I recall that you and Mr. Varka set off for nod-krai together. Oh, by the way, I must also confess, I'm asking this on Deaconess Barbara's behalf.
Perhaps Varka might know. But considering how dangerous things were in nod-krai, I doubt he had time to keep track of her whereabouts either. The letters we exchanged mostly contain pleasantries, but it comforts me to know that she is well. I sent word of this home so Barbara knows as well.
Where do you send the letter to?
I would say that Jean would know Frederica's whereabouts best, but she shoulders a heavy responsibility. This family of ours.
I believe you need not worry, Cardinal. By the Animo Archon's grace, the 1,000 winds that blow throughout the world shall all return to a single place.
Indeed. Any Mondstadter who leaves their windows open inviting the company of the wind shall be guided towards eventual reunion. Let the wind lead according to his blessings. Now, if I may be so bold, would you hear my confession, Deacon Dahlia?
Jonesberg confessed Dahlia earnestly, while Dahlia also listened to Cardinal's words in earnest. For some time, the confession is complete. We were just waiting here for all that?
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Would you like to go to confession as well, Miss Barbara? I believe the Cardinal will be working at the cathedral for some time yet.
I'll be fine. My worries are quite small. Nothing worth bothering the Cardinal about. Anyway, I'm off. My sister's waiting back home. I should be helping her cook. See you, Traveler, Paimon, Dahlia. I'll invite you all over to listen to the hymn once it's complete.
Weird the way they
kinda
seem to
weird.
be
Isn't the Cardinal her dad?
avoiding
Why
each
does she
other.
refer to him by his title?
Well, we are standing in front of the Favonius Cathedral right now. Perhaps Miss Barbara believes that her identity as Deaconess takes precedence in this sacred place.
And what does Cardinal Shams think?
If you were to go in and ask him right now, you'd likely get a similar answer. But in the world outside, well, I suppose all we can do is let the wind lead and trust the Animo Archon to help us out.
Okay. Their relation to each other is a bit weird. And I think this is how we were supposed to learn about him instead of that letter I got from Lohan, the report. But I don't know, there's same kind of too mild for a nation of freedom. They seem to have a religion that's kind of harsh on themselves for the ones who actually follow it.
So, the wires go here, then there, then here, and then... Ta-da! All done! See? Super easy peasy, right?
Why on earth am I here at this class? Where's Flint? We agreed to come together. Right. I understand. I've gotten written down. All of it.
Writing it down won't do any good. Last time you said you had it memorized, but today you showed up and forgot everything again. Enough. Confiscate his notebook. You're writing it down from memory now.
What? Wait, let me take one more look.
Oh, we're just in time for the next exam, it seems.
You have taken multiple looks, but every look is directed somewhere different. I presume that you are attempting to find methods to evade the lesson. Such efforts are futile. All such methods have been rendered ineffective.
But I haven't even said anything.
Your eyes indicate your intent clearly, Mr. Illuga. For instance, you placed a partially finished crumb kake in our workshop stove ahead of time. I hypothesized that your plan was to secretly take it out during the practical class to draw Aino's attention. However, I have already removed that crumkake. It can be reheated for consumption after class.
Thank you for sure, our nimble lot.
How on earth did you find out?
Mr. Flynns has already executed this method once.
What? Flint's told me he hid his crumkake in the cabinet. How come he hid it in the stove, too?
Also, you were carrying a bag of crushed small fish, Mr. Illuga. I believe that was an attempt to lure stray cats along the roadside as you walked. You would put the bag under your feet, the kittens would gather around you. Afterwards, you would pick one up and exclaim, "Huh! What a cute kitten!" Upon which Aino's attention would be drawn accordingly. Unfortunately, Mr. Flint's has also tried this method before.
Impossible. All small animals are afraid of Flint's. They wouldn't dare to get close to him. How in the world?
While he did not lure the small animals here himself, he taught this method to Aino. Subsequently, Aino utilized this method to play with the small animals for an entire afternoon. The lesson for that day had to be cancelled. This time, however, I have already fed all the small animals present in the area. Therefore, this method will also be ineffective.
What do you mean you fed all the animals around here? Even the deer and birds?
Affirmative.
Just said small
In order to
animals.
preserve the learning environment, I have already fed all the small animals located within the vicinity. Every individual has been attended to. As such, please start writing down the circuit diagram we just covered.
Mr. Illuga. I apologize for intruding upon your studies. Greetings to you all, Miss Aino, Miss Inefa, Mr. Traveler, Paimon.
I'm always not miss.
He's here! The truant is here!
It is with great regret that I find myself unable to attend your enlightening lectures. However, a matter of absolute urgency necessitates both my own departure and Mr. Illuga's temporary withdrawal from this gathering.
The same non-negotiable reason has again been invoked. A matter of absolute urgency by order of headquarters.
Such is life, full of non-negotiable frustrations.
Well, your frustrations sure do come at the most inconvenient times.
Indeed, that is why we term them so. For they have a frustrating habit of arriving at the most inopportune of moments, catching us quite off guard. Now, young master, let us be on our way.
They're going towards the duck.
Mr. Flint's, none of those tricks you mentioned earlier worked.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I'll make sure to share some new ones with you next time. Just a pity that after what just happened, another one of my best ones is now off the table for the foreseeable future.
Well, guess we're done. Can I eat crumkake now, Inefa?
All right, the lecture has concluded, so I'll go heat up the crumkake. Please give me a moment, Aino.
Yay! Crumkake, crumkake, crumkake!
They vanished. Okay, any more here? Alright. Oh no, let's check here. Yeah, okay. No more there. How long for the last one? 1 day. Cool. So when I do the event, this will probably
Sure
be
feels
unlocked.
good to get away from my desk. Now,
Let's try to get one here. I think I got one there. Yeah, I got from the giant cube. Alright. It's quite late now. So I'll be off.